You mentioned that you saw officers stop one time in the summer. That's what you saw, but there are many summonses written in that park. The summonses are taken because maybe not for barbecuing, often for unreasonable noise, often for urinating in public, often for drinking. But again, the person who's having that barbecue with their family has a different view of the situation than you do. So sometimes we handle that with a warning and not always a summons. That's true.
So the bottom line is you're going to continue to let barbecuing go on in the park.
I didn't necessarily say we're going to continue to let it go on. I'm telling you that it's something that where a summons is not always issued. I understand that that doesn't please you because you live across the street from the park.
No, it's not. It's just a matter of it's an intrusion. It's dangerous, and it's dirty. It's unsanitary, and also it leads to people not ignoring the crime. And I just can't agree with your policy.
Well, you've also got to understand that there are things we do that you don't necessarily see. Now, you mentioned you saw cops in the park one time. We also had some joint operations with the Parks Department where our officers were in there with them. Parks was talking to crowds as they came in. We were making sure no one was bringing coolers of beer in. But again, if you have a photo of someone, and I've seen these photos, people have posted them on our Facebook account. I've seen families barbecuing in there with a small flame. It's not necessarily where I want to send a team of cops to go in there and write them summonses.
But when they drive by, we're not asking you to send a team. We're just asking when they go over there, there are signs posted now by the Parks Department that say no open fires or barbecue. They were put there in the last 2 weeks. And I just don't think
Yeah, we requested for Parks to put those signs.
Well, it's a real problem. It's a real problem, and I understand you have certain limited facilities. You have a lot of important things to do. But having people disregard the law I think is a bad example.
One of the things that we've been doing, we've been requesting the Parks Department to come to these meetings to hear these concerns. We had two prep officers and they left now. I think the first question came up when the other inspector was speaking, they started to walk out.
But
these are the concerns we have. The police department they patrol, they do plenty in this neighborhood. The parks, we have some beautiful parks up here, and one of the things that Parks Department has to help also enforce their properties. And unfortunately, when we try to get them to cooperate with the council, it's a little bit difficult.
You make it sound like I'm not so